Welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm so happy that you are here. This video was requested by one of my subscribers. His name is Ben, and so I just decided that this was going to be a really fun and hopefully informative video for you guys. Today I'm going to be talking about some time management tips. I recently did a couple videos about some studying tips and tips on how to generally get straight A's in school and how to study for your core classes. So if you're interested in that, I'll leave those down below, and that's kind of where this video kind of stemmed off of. I came up with some tips, and then I also asked a couple of my friends some of their time management tips that they wanted to add to this video, so I'm going to start with mine and then I'll get on to theirs. The first and foremost, the most important tip for time management is having a list of everything that you need to get done. Because if you don't have a list, then you're not going to know exactly what you need to get done, and then you're probably most likely not going to get it done. If you have an outline of okay, I need to clean the bathroom, I need to do this assignment for school, I need to edit a YouTube video, if you have a list of the things that you need to do, it's going to be way easier for you to actually get them done. And it's the same with school. If you need to do multiple assignments, just write a list of everything that you need to get done so that you're not constantly thinking about, oh, do I have to do this, or for this class, what do I need to do? So yeah, writing a list is literally key. I write a list for everything. The next thing is to timestamp everything that you're going to be doing. So you have the foundation, you have your list that you wrote, and now you're going to outline your whole entire day of what you're going to be doing. Especially if you're on a time crunch, then this is super important because it kind of limits the time in between things that you have to go on your phone, on social media, or whatever the case may be. So an example of this, let's say you are going horseback riding in the morning, and then you are going to church and you need to do an English assignment and read 3 chapters of a book. So for example, you could write, okay, I'm going riding horses from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And then you're saying, okay, after that I'll eat breakfast from 11 to 11:30. And then after that I'm going to go to church from 12 to 1 o'clock. And then you have drive time, so that's from 12 o'clock to 12:30. And then you can say from 12:30 to 2 o'clock you are going to read the 3 chapters that you need to do. And then just continuing down on that list is just something that will really help you to kind of limit your distractions and kind of keep on that time crunch and make sure that you're time managing good and getting everything done that you need to do. I'm gonna show you guys kind of what it looks like when you do a timestamp. So this is my timestamp for Saturday and Sunday. So you can see that from 9:30 to 11, I said that we had to do hay. 11 to 12 is study anatomy. 12 to 12:30, I tried on my prom dress. 12:30 to 2 o'clock, I did all of these chores. And so it's kind of just outlining what I need to do. And this helps me so much with time management because it's not I have all day to get these 3 things done that I need to do. Instead of just doing that and being kind of lenient with your schedule, then if you timestamp it and you're okay, I'm gonna get these 3 things done from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. and then you have the rest of the day to just chill out. So if you don't do that, then you most likely will spend all day doing these 3 tasks that you can literally take 30 minutes to get done. So it also, for example, today I did not set a time stamp for anything that I needed to do. I had 3 assignments that I needed to do. I needed to do SAT prep, I needed to record my SAE presentation, and then I also needed to read. And it's currently 1 a.m. It's currently 1 p.m. I woke up at 7:30 and I've only gotten 2 of those 3 things done because I've gone on my phone a lot and I've been doing other things that really aren't that productive. So if I would have had a timestamp I'm gonna get these 3 things done, I would have already had it done. The next thing is also really key. This is to limit your distractions. So for example, this is something that I struggled with today. I had my phone sitting right next to me while I was doing my schoolwork, and literally probably every 10 minutes I was like, okay, like I'll go on Instagram because maybe someone posted a new post. And so that is just such a deadly cycle. So something I recommend doing so that you stick to your schedule and stick to your timestamps, I recommend that you put your phone in a different room or like you silence it. Honestly, I have my phone on silent, but if it's sitting right next to me, I'm still gonna go on it anyway. So I recommend just putting your phone in a different room, kind of lock yourself in a space so that you are focused on one thing and just get that one thing done that you need to do. The next thing is to communicate with your family about your plans and what they have planned for that day. This one has recently been a struggle for me. I am super organized. If I have a timestamp laid out for everything that I need to do in a day, if someone messes up that schedule, I freak out. I'm like, oh my gosh, now I'm not gonna get what I need to do done. And honestly, it's not that big of a deal. I am still living, so it's fine. But like, for example, if I have everything laid out that I need to do and I'm like, I'm gonna film a video, I'm gonna edit, I'm gonna read, and then my mom's like, hey Jessica, we're going riding from 2 to 4 o'clock, and then I'm like, no we're not, because I have something scheduled from 2 to 4, and then it just messes me up. So if you communicate with your family and you're like, hey, are we doing anything today? What time exactly are we going to be doing it? And you know, this also is not always going to work because, for example, my mom is not the most organized person. She doesn't have set exact times when things are going to start. So just kind of be aware of that and kind of be lenient on like what is going on in your schedule, because most of the time it's not going to work out in your favor. Trust me, I know. The next two are from some of my friends. So the fifth tip that I have for you guys is to do your priorities first. So this is definitely great for like time management, because if you do, let's say you have a deadline for an assignment that's tomorrow, obviously you don't want to push that off and do that the very last thing because it's due tomorrow and it's probably a priority over other things. I talk about this more in my other two videos about like studying and general tips for studying. So again, those are linked down below, and I go into more detail about how I prioritize and like organize my school stuff. So yeah. The last one I've personally actually never done, but it honestly sounds like a really good idea. It's to use a reward system. And I feel like I actually kind of sort of have done this before, but it has been like outside of my like schedule, like my timestamp. So for example, like a couple times I've had like my schedule laid out and I'm like, I'm gonna do this from this time to whatever. And then I'm like, you know what, I am really tired and I just feel like sitting on the sofa and watching YouTube. And sometimes that does happen, so I guess that's kind of like a reward system, because you're like, okay, well I'm tired and I need to give myself a little bit of credit because I have been working really hard and I do have a little bit of extra time next week that I can do these tasks. I feel like if you set a scheduled time to kind of have your reward, whether that's like a cheat snack or a movie or spend time with your friends and family, like whatever that is, I would recommend scheduling that, because then it has something, it's like something that you're gonna work towards. So if you're like, oh my gosh, if I accomplish all this stuff, then I'm gonna get to spend time with my best friend or whatever. So definitely scheduling that and kind of like determining how you're going to reward yourself is definitely something that you can work towards, and that can also give you a lot more motivation to get everything done that you need to do. That's all that I have for you guys today. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Thank you again for the request for this video. I feel like I definitely have a couple decent tips that are definitely useful when it comes to time management. And I hope you guys think the same thing. If you have any more tips, definitely comment them down below. And also, if you have any requests for videos, definitely leave them down below, because I love when you guys request videos, and I'm definitely working through a lot of your requests right now. I just filmed the duct tape escape challenge, which you guys have been so highly requesting, and I'm probably gonna post that today, even though this video is going up after that video. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Have a blessed day, guys.